Hi, sweet friends. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I have you propped up. Okay, there we go. I also am icing my foot, so I am being very productive right now, reading and icing my foot at the same time. And who knew that ice was so cold? Okay, so our friend Armpit was just talking with Ginny. He got this special stuffed animal for her, which was called Koo. And then he saw the ad that X-Ray had put in the paper. And instead of selling the tickets for a reasonable price, he was listing them at a very high price, which is obviously not smart because then no one's going to buy them. So he just called up X-Ray and is obviously not very happy. Okay. See, you and me, we'd buy the cheapest tickets, but that's not how they think in West Austin. They don't worry about money over there. They just want the best, and the ones that cost the most have got to be the best, right? Armpit had installed enough sprinkler systems in West Austin to know that people worried about money over there just as much as they did of East 135. Their homes might still have been worth $500,000, but they still expected Armpit's boss to reimburse them $5 if Armpit accidentally stepped on a daffodil. Okay, Armpit said. Even if somebody wanted to pay a little bit more to be up front, he said, row M is not the front. The ad doesn't say it's in the front. It says it's close to the front. It's not close to the front. Row F is close to the front. G, maybe. So then they're close to the front, said X-Ray. Just call the paper and tell them to lower the price, said Armpit. You need to relax. I promised you I'd double your money, didn't I? Didn't I? Double or nothing, thought Armpit. Besides, it'll cost another $10 to change the ad. He didn't sleep that night, or the next night, or the night after. X-Ray didn't sell a single ticket over the weekend. He wondered how he'd ever let X-Ray talk him into this. Why'd they sell the tickets to Felix when they had the chance? Now he was out another $30 for the ad in the paper, and it would cost $10 more to change it. But at 3 o'clock Monday morning, he decided that was what he would have to do. Just change the ad, $75, and still make a small profit. Maybe if they gotten the tickets in the first row or second row, they could have held out for more money, but now they just need to get rid of the tickets before it was too late. At 4 o'clock in the morning, he decided on $70 a ticket. That's $5 less than Felix offered, X-Ray said when Armpit called him before going to school. Well, we should have sold them to Felix when we had the chance, Armpit said, but we didn't, and now I just want to get the thing sold. For $70, we'll still come out ahead even after the cost of the ad. So you don't want to sell them for $135? That's what I said. Look, it's my money on the line, said X-Ray. That's a problem, said X-Ray. I'll pay the $10. It's not that, said X-Ray. It's just, now what? X-Ray heaved a heavy sigh. Well, a guy just called and he wants to buy 2 tickets at $135. He's meeting me after he gets off from work. I guess I'll just call him and tell him that they only cost $70. He laughed. I mean, if that's what you want me to do. He laughed again. Armpit managed a smile. Later at work, he had to remove a red tip photonia, I think, from someone's yard, and its root was enormous. He first cut off the bush at the base, then started at the root, but no matter how deep he dug, he could never seem to get to the bottom of it. It was like an octopus with thick, long tentacles that hugged the ground. He went out with an axe, hacking off its many offshoots, but to no avail. Finally, he wrapped the chain around it and attached it to the other end of the back of a pickup truck. He climbed into the cab, put it into 4-wheel drive, and shifted into first gear. There was a moment of uncertainty, and he looked worried that he might destroy the engine, but then the root popped out of the ground. He lifted it into the back of the pickup truck along with the top half of the bush. He was hot, tired, sore, and covered with dirt and sweat. But he felt good. He had a feeling of satisfaction that he could never explain to X-Ray. It was good, clean work. Selling tickets felt dirty in comparison. Chapter 8. He and Ginny waited out front for X-Ray to bring the money from the 2 tickets. $270, said Ginny. If you sell 10 more, she did the math aloud. 10 times 135 is 1,350. Her eyes widened. You're rich! Armpit laughed. Well, I'll have to split the profits for X-Ray. When we sell all the tickets, I'll make a profit of $435. He had done the math too. You know, you didn't stutter at all when you were adding, he pointed out. I only stutter when I talk. You were talking. That was math. I'm good with numbers, not with words. Well, you're pretty smart, he said. And you're pretty rich. And you're pretty adorable. And you're pretty pretty. She laughed at her own joke. What's so funny? I said you were pretty. So, girls are pretty, boys are handsome. That means you're a girl. And you're pretty silly, said Armpit. He noticed a woman watching them from the parking lot of Stop and Shop. He wondered if she was suspicious because he was with a small white girl. Did she think that they were in trouble? Maybe she was memorizing his face in case he was kidnapping her. He stared back at the woman, who then quickly got in her car and drove off. Or maybe she just enjoyed seeing two people smiling and laughing. Oh gosh, I'm like so nervous right now that X-Ray is going to mess something up. The X-Ray mobile passed her coming in the other direction. There's X-Ray, said Ginny. Not bothering with the U-turn, X-Ray parked facing the wrong way. He slid out over to the passenger side, climbed out, and walked around the car. Hey, Ginny, you taking good care of Armpit? Yes. So, did you sell the tickets? Armpit asked. X-Ray smiled. See, Ginny, that's what I like about Armpit. Straight to the point. He doesn't like to be called Armpit. I mean it with a great respect and affection, X-Ray said, his hand on his heart. Did you sell the tickets? Armpit asked again. Say, Ginny, did I ever tell you about what happened to my car? X-Ray asked, pointing to the big gash in the driver's side door. No. I'm driving along Mopac, and this dinosaur leaps out to take a big bite out of my door. Scared me half to death. Ginny laughed. Look, do you see the teeth marks? Ginny pushed back her glasses on her nose. Yes. I think it was a T-Rex. Can you believe it? No. X-Ray laughed. So, you didn't sell the tickets, did you? Said Armpit. Okay, and here's the deal, said X-Ray. I was supposed to meet a guy and meet the dude in the parking lot of the HEB at 5:15. Hey, Ginny, you know what HEB stands for? No. Howard E. Butt. Seriously, that is the man's name. That's why they call it the HEB. Who would want to buy their groceries at a place called Butts? Ginny cracked up. Armpit glared at X-Ray. Okay, so anyway, I get there 5 o'clock, 15 minutes early, so I wait. Then this guy said he'd be driving a white Suburban. 5:15, no white Suburban. 5:25, 5:30, it's like 150 degrees in the parking lot, but still I wait because I don't let my buddy Armpit down. Finally, at 5:35, I hear this guy screaming, X-Ray, X-Ray, like some kind of maniac. So I give a couple of toots on the horn, and then this obese, I'm guessing means like huge, vehicle pulls up beside me, and two big old rednecks get out. Are you X-Ray? No, I'm just some dude who happens to have X-Ray on a license plate. But I don't say that. I say, yeah, that's me. And I'm about to hand the tickets over when he asks this. Now get this, Ginny. He asks who he should make the check out to. I tell him he can make the check out to the Tooth Fairy for all I care. He goes into this whole riff about losing his ATM card, which is why he was late. But I didn't want to hear it. So you didn't sell the tickets? Said Armpit. They still want them, said X-Ray. They're going to meet me at the HEB at 10 tonight. They say they'll have the cash this time, only you better come with me. I can't. I got econ homework, a speech to write. Man, I thought you were supposed to do all the work. I just put up the money. They were two big guys, and there won't be too many people at 10 o'clock. I just think it's good to have some backup. Armpit did not like where this is heading. Don't worry. One look at you, and there won't be any trouble. For better or worse, Armpit knew that probably was true. He worked on his coup speech until it was time to go, first making an outline, then putting his key points on 3x5 cards. His speech was mostly about Ginny and how important coup was to her. He came up with a sentence he really likes. Coup gives her comfort, courage, and confidence. He realized he might be taking the speech a little too seriously. The people who had given their speeches earlier today had treated the election as if it was a big joke, which of course it was. One girl had urged everyone to vote for Milford the monkey because if he became ruler of the world, he would plant 1 million banana trees, and that would stop the destruction of the rainforest and help prevent global warming. Another kid urged everyone to vote for Wilbur the pig because he would bring about world peace, and if he didn't, then at least he would get a good ham sandwich. But Armpit knew he wasn't good at making jokes, and if he didn't write his speech down, he would just stand there, sweating and babbling nervously. Besides, he really wanted Coup to win, for Ginny's sake. X-Ray showed up a little before 10. Where are you off to? X-Ray, Armpit's mother demanded. We gotta go do something, Armpit said as he hurried down, knowing he'd have to answer when he gets home. It was the same HEB where his mother's worked, although it had been a few years since she had to work the night shift. There were only a few cars in the parking lot and no white Suburban. Man, I'm getting sick of being jerked around by these jokers, X-Ray complained. Just give him a couple minutes. He did say he's lost his ATM card. Maybe he's having trouble getting the cash together. A couple of minutes, X-Ray said, and then we're out of here. It's disrespect. What, they think we got nothing better to do than wait for them? Disrespect. Armpit was feeling claustrophobic in the car and stepped out to stretch. Good idea, said X-Ray. Let him get a good look at you. He looked up and down the aisle. Maybe they're waiting at the other end of the parking lot, he suggested. I'm in the exact spot where I was earlier. The exact spot. At a quarter after, there was no sign of them. That's it, X-Ray announced. We're leaving. Just wait. A few more. Armpit started, but X-Ray had already started the engine. Armpit climbed in. They had only just started moving when a large white SUV pulled up in the parking lot. Is that them? Armpit asked. X-Ray continued to drive. Wait, it's a white Suburban. Too late, X-Ray said as they bounced over a speed bump. The horn sounded on the Suburban. X-Ray yelled out of his window, then lurched out of the parking lot into traffic. Are you nuts? Armpit yelled. That's $270. Our respect is worth more than that, said X-Ray. Who do they think they are? If you don't sell the tickets, I am going to kill you, Armpit warned. X-Ray laughed. Always the Joker. X-Ray is driving me nuts. Why is he not just selling the tickets to these people? Oh my gosh. Okay, can you tell me what you think might happen with the tickets? Do you think they're going to sell them? Do you think they're not going to sell them? Do you think X-Ray is just doing this because he's trying to be a jerk? Why do you think all of this is happening? I will see you soon, and I love ya.